Hello everyone, welcome back to the another video on the design of machine element. Uh, we already started, that is the second unit, which has two parts basically. One is the design of the shaft and another one is the design of key. In last two videos we discussed regarding the shaft. We discussed the basic concept of the shaft, classification of the shaft, and even we discussed the design of the shaft. In today's video we'll starting with the design of keys. So let us get started. Now in today's video we'll discuss about the introduction, what exactly we mean by the keys. We'll study the types of the keys. We'll study the different types of the keys. Now keys, what basically the keys are. Okay, a key is just a mild steel piece. Okay, it's like it is something like this. If I want to draw a key, or if you want to see how the key looks like, it will be look like something like this. Okay, like this. It is just a mild steel piece. Now why it is used? So it is basically used to connect the two machine parts in a such a way that there is no relative rotational motion between them. That is, when we use the when we use the keys to connect the two parts, it will restrict the rotational motion between them two parts. Okay, see, it is always inserted parallel to the axis of the shaft. Okay, what does that mean? Suppose if this is the shaft. Okay, if this is the shaft, this is the axis of the shaft. Okay, so it is always inserted like this, that is the parallel to the axis of the shaft. This is the axis of the key, this is the axis of the shaft, and both they are parallel. Okay, so they are always inserted parallel to the axis of the shaft. Now why the key are used? The keys are used as a temporary fastening and are subjected to the considerable shearing and the cutting strain. What do we mean by the temporary fastening? Means we can remove them very easily without the destructing the elements. That is, without the damage of the element, we can easily disassemble them. That's why we call them as the temporary fastening. Fine. Okay, so see here, there is a key here, correct? See, this is the key, this is the shaft, this is the hub. Okay, so this key will sit on this and entire assembly will be inserted in the hub, so that this key does not allow this shaft to rotate inside this. Okay, so it will be preventing the rotational motion. Okay, now this is what I told you. A key is the piece of the mild steel inserted between the shaft and the hub, or a boss of the pulley to connect these together. Okay, it is always inserted parallel to the axis of the shaft. Same what I told in the introduction. Okay, so keys are as a temporary fastening. They are used as a temporary fastening. Okay, this is the picture of key, how the keys look like. Next, we'll see the classification of the keys. There are different types of the keys are in use. Which are those? Sun key, saddle keys, tangent keys, round keys, and splines. These are the classification of the keys. Okay. Further, the sun keys are classified into again different parts. Okay, which are those? Rectangular sun key, square sun key, parallel sun key, gib head key, and the feather key and woodruff key. So these are the classification of the sun key. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. We'll discuss few of these in today's lecture, and we'll cover remaining keys on the next lecture. Okay, we'll start with the first key, that is the rectangular sun key. Okay, So why it is called as a rectangular? Because shape of the key which we are using is the rectangular in shape. That is why we call it as a rectangular sun key. Okay. Now see here. Here you can see here. Okay. Now this is key, the rectangular which we are seeing here of width W and thickness T. That is the width and the thickness of the key. Okay. And the shape of this key which we are using is the rectangle in the nature. Now what are the dimensions? See, every key has some definite dimensions. Okay. So width of the key is usually D by 4, where D is nothing but the diameter of the shaft. Further, the thickness of the key is given by either 2W by 3 or D by 6. That is the thickness of the key. And the key has a taper. Taper in the sense, what do you mean by taper? If this is the key, okay, so this is what we call as a taper. Okay, that is inclined portion, we call it as a taper. Fine. So this is what the rectangular key is. Okay, whenever problems are asked, they will ask you to calculate the dimensions of the key, that is width, thickness, etc., or length, taper. Okay, so you have to remember this dimension, that is W is how much, it's D by 4. Thickness is how much, either you can write 2W by 3 or D by 6. Next is the square key. Okay, see, only difference between the rectangular key and the square key is, in case of the square key, width and thickness, they both are same. That is, if the W is 6, then T is also 6. Okay, where in case of the rectangular key, width is greater than the H, that is the thickness. That is the only difference between the rectangular key and the square key. Here you can see that I have written here W, that is width, and T, they both are equal, and it is given by D by 6. Next one is the parallel key. Okay, the parallel sun key may be a rectangular or a square section uniform in width and thickness throughout it. Means what? When we use the parallel sun key, it has the width and thickness uniform. Means what? There is no change in the thickness and the width of the key throughout its length. Okay, and it is used where the pulleys, gear, or other mating piece is required to slide along the shaft. Now here I have shown here one diagram, correct? Here we can add our parallel sun key. Next one is gib headed key. Okay, now these are the dimensions of the gib headed key, that is the width is D by 4, thickness is TW by 3 or D by 6. Okay, now gib headed key is usually used because it is very easy to assemble and disassemble, correct? Now this part of the gib headed key, that is front portion, will be helpful for assembling as well as the disassembling. Means we can pull it out and we can easily disassemble from the mating part. Okay, so we'll come to the end of the this session. Okay, where we discuss the different types of keys, we see the different classification of the keys, introduction of the different types of keys. I hope all the doubts are clear. If you have any doubt, you can comment on the video and I will get back to it. In next video, we will discuss another some of the types of the keys which are used. Okay. Thank you.